Okay, welcome to our Super League prediction round, the only prediction video on YouTube that counts, in our opinion. My name's Craig.
And my name's Karl.
And this week we've got some mouth-watering fixtures. We've had a great couple of weeks of fixtures. A couple of looped fixtures, which seems a bit weird. But now, I'm quite excited about a couple of these games.
Yeah, and Craig, congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
You got 6 out of 6 last week.
Yeah, which is like, it's just like, I never saw that coming, to be honest. Even throughout the weekend, I was like, I can't remember who I've chose here, but to pick up 6 points, to get 6 points there is just brilliant. And so what's the difference now?
I'm still 5 in front of you.
Oh,
so, you've still got some work to do. But
hey, but it's a point back.
We split on the Catalan Warrington fixture, didn't we? And I said, no, Warrington are going to be having a cup semi-final hangover, and you said, no, they're not. They're going to be firing on all cylinders. And they absolutely were. And they didn't take them at cleaners, but they were comfortable winners. Yeah,
like people to go down to Perpignan and put on a performance like that is mega.
Yeah, big.
Especially because they went down for the whole week. Like they clearly had a couple of beers after the semi-final.
I thought they were going there for a bit of a holiday and put the feet up and sit on the beach and all the rest of it. But clearly not.
No, clearly
you got it right.
Okay, let's get into this week's fixtures then. And it's the point in which we move into June. Can you believe it? It's like June already. Okay, so Friday night, 2 games. First one at 19:45, Huddersfield Giants versus Hull FC.
Yeah, no Thursday fixture this year. So the first of the Friday fixtures, this will be the one that nobody's watching apart from the Huddersfield and Hull fans, because everybody will be watching the Saints v Catalan game on the other channel. Right, Huddersfield lost 6 from 6 if you include Challenge Cup fixtures. Some say Ian Watson's not under fire, others say he is, it depends on who you believe. They are at home again though, and they haven't won a game at home all season.
I know you've got to ask yourself, usually there's a home advantage, isn't there? But clearly, they're just, they're just in the habit of losing at home or what, I don't know. But they definitely need to turn that around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They need a win at home, and they need a win even more so because they're playing Hull FC.
Well, Hull FC, the team that really need a win, and could this be their week? They were much improved last week. I think 30 points to 22 against Cass, wasn't it? So there wasn't much in it, but they still came out on the wrong side. Craig, who are you going for?
I'm going for Huddersfield Giants. I don't think Hull are going to... I like what Huddersfield do. I know they've lost a load at home and all this kind of thing. And people are talking about Ian Watson's head being on the block. I don't buy into it. I like what Huddersfield are doing. I think they were strong against Warrington the week before, albeit they lost. And I think they'll be too strong for Hull FC.
You like what Huddersfield are doing? Good job you're not one of there.
No, I told you.
They've lost 6, mate. I know. The last time they won a game was 19th of April against Leeds.
I thought you were going to say 1997, but no. So this is the thing. I watched Huddersfield at the weekend with a critical eye, and I thought, I can hear all the chatter, I can hear what people are saying. What is actually going on the pitch? Because sometimes I think people start saying shit and they don't really, they're not really looking at what's going on the pitch. Now, I think Huddersfield, don't get me wrong, they're not at the top of the table team, okay? But no. They're a strong middle of the table team, and some weeks they overperform. They outperform their standards. But you watch them on the pitch, they're strong, they're competitive, they trouble teams. I don't think anybody would turn up at Huddersfield and think, this is going to be an easy match. And so because of that, I like that's what I meant by I like what they're doing, and they've been let down by a couple of personalities that have made some silly choices. I think they've had some decisions that have not gone their way, and that little bit of the cherry on the top, which elite level top players would nail, they're missing that, and that puts them sort of middle of the table. That's what I mean by I like what they're doing.
Right, you dug yourself out of that one. Jake Connor, more than likely going to be back this week. Was sat down for a week, wasn't he? Put on the naughty step for his behaviour at Warrington.
Is that your opinion? Or?
It's my opinion. You're not going to leave a player like that out for more than 1 week. I think he's had a slap on the wrist. He'll be back this week, and I think Huddersfield will win.
Yeah, okay, so we're both going for Huddersfield there. Have you got how many points do you think they'll win by? That's a tough question, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I don't think there'll be a lot in it, actually. I'll go by 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go by 12.
Cop out.
Okay, moving on to the next game at 8 o'clock on Sky Sports Action. St Helens versus Catalan Dragons at St Helens.
Yeah, this should be a great game. Saints doing well. Catalan, are on a bit of an unfortunate slide at the minute. They've lost the last 4 of 6. So yeah, and they're starting to lose at home now as well, which is never good if you're a French supporter. I still think Saints. I think Saints at home on a Friday night will be too strong for Catalan.
Yeah, I think it was good to see Theo Farge back in the team last week. I think he
didn't have a great game though, did he?
No, he didn't. But he definitely moved them around the pitch. And you're saying, like you said that they've lost 4 from 6, and that sounds like they're getting absolute drumming, and they're not.
No.
You know what I mean? It's an intense, close competition this year. And, you know, some teams are kind of coming on top and some are narrowly missing out, and they're there. You know what I mean? They're at that point there. So I'm also going Saints win at home against Catalan.
Yep, makes 2 of us then.
Okay, then we move into June and into Saturday.
We do move
3
into June,
fixtures.
don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, mate, he's fucking flying up. So 3 fixtures at the arguably the fixture of the weekend.
Oh, yes.
3 o'clock on Saturday. Sky Sports action, Warrington Wolves versus Wigan Warriors.
Yeah, can't wait for this one. I actually, last week, I was looking on fixtures, like, I can't wait till Warrington play Wigan to see if they are really this real deal, and this hype that's built around them at the minute, which they're worth every penny of, I've got to say. And yeah, I was looking forward to when they were going to play Wigan, and luckily it's come up this week. It is only a week away from the Challenge Cup, which adds another dynamic into this fixture. But I can't wait for this one. Can't wait.
No, I can't wait. And it begs the question what we're going to do, because we're supposed to be in Colwyn Bay recording podcasts that day. So what are we going to do, Carl? How are we going to work this?
I don't know. So it's on BBC, isn't it? So we might catch it. So yeah. Right. Anyway, Sam Burgess. He's writing a story. I keep saying this every week.
Yeah.
I do say this every week, and I'm starting to properly believe it now. And the Warrington fans coming out of they're coming from everywhere, aren't they? The crowds are just going up and up. I like how they're playing though. That's the thing. It's not, and it's built on a really exciting attack. George Williams and Duffy are just lightning at the minute, and everything them pair do. Yeah, they're playing Duffy out the back like I said in the other show. It's like how Sam Tompkins, you know, when Sam Tompkins when he's like golden years at Wigan, it feels like it's very similar, and I'm fully buying into it.
But it's not just them players. I mean, you look at Matty Ashton.
Josh he's
you know what I mean?
Killing it.
Josh Drinkwater, he's having a belting season. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a load of, and then bloody hell, don't even get me started on the forwards. You know, they're just having a cracking season. Anyway, so we've got to call it. It's Warrington at home. What are you saying?
Oh, right. I'm going Warrington.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going Warrington.
Purely for shits and giggles. I think Warrington have got a chance. But just to make it a bit more interesting, I'm going Wigan.
Right.
I'm going Wigan. I think it's going to be a close game. And I'm also going to put my neck out and say, put my neck on the head on the block, neck on the block, whatever it is, that Bevan French man of the match. That's what I'm going to say. What about you? Go on, go deeper into your decision.
Oh, I'm going, right, George Williams, man of the match, because he's just having
most
unbelievable season.
Highest paid player in Super League.
I didn't know that, yeah. No, I heard that this week.
Yeah, I was surprised. Surprised, but not surprised.
I think he's valid. Yeah.
God, he's worth 6 to 8 points every game at least, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Jai Field, he's very good. Bevan Frey. I would have thought maybe they'd have just been a bit higher paid than him, but he's worth it, right? He's that team evolves around him. I'd hate to see what would happen to Warrington if he did get injured, though. So
heard it here first.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to the next year, we've got Hull KR versus Leigh Leopards at Hull KR.
Yeah, Hull KR absolutely took London to the cleaners, didn't they, this weekend? I got that prediction wrong. I got that they'd win, right, but I said to you, I don't think it'd be more than 20, and they absolutely just
spanked them,
made mincemeat of them. So yeah, Leigh have really turned the corner. The last 4 games, they've won 3 and drawn 1. So they're like one of the. I think if you look at most of the teams in Super League, they're one of the most informed teams in Super League over the last 4 games.
Yeah. Not a lot to say. Josh Charnley just scoring for fun at the minute.
Yeah.
301 tries I think he's got now, which is just an immense record for any player, especially, so yeah.
You've got two legends who have top on either side here. You've got Ryan Hall, who's having a golden season, and Josh Charnley on the other side. Two ageing players that still know how to score and they know how to find the try line. But I still think Hull KR are too good.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Hull KR win.
Yes, I'm going same.
Again, I think it's going to be a close game. So, yeah, both saying Hull KR. The next game then around, Leeds Rhinos versus Castleford Tigers. Now, you've picked this... Castleford, full of cows. You picked this out as one of your big games, your big six from the news show.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, because Castleford have started to improve and Leeds are getting worse. So
I don't know if they're getting worse, but they're certainly not performing well.
But at the last 6 games, they've only won 4.
But it's same again. It's the games are so close. The teams are so close.
I'm going to throw something else in here. This is always Castleford's big game of this. This is their Wembley moment of the season. It is every year. They always want to turn them over in their own backyard. It could be interesting this
Yeah,
week.
they got a few Leeds players as well in the team. And that makes for, you got Paul McShane, Alex Mellor's in there.
Yeah,
so there's a few players there that just they'll want to tear into Leeds definitely. And it's a bit like the Animal Kingdom, innit? Like when you got like a wildebeest that's got a bit of a limp, all the lions, all the tigers, let's say.
Yeah.
They
Smell blood.
They smell blood, and I think they might be able to smell a bit of blood coming from the Leeds camp. So it's definitely going to be an interesting game. I'm back in Leeds, though. I've got to go back to following my heart a little bit, and I'm back in Leeds. They need to bounce back. They've got to win against Castleford.
Yeah, I still think Leeds will just take it.
Yeah.
All
right, so we're pretty much agreeing on the whole so far. Just the Warrington Wigan game that we're a little bit excited. Okay, right, on to the Sunday fixture then. 2nd of June, we've got Salford Red Devils against London Broncos at Salford.
Yeah, I feel like this is quite an easy one. Salford doing well this season. London, although they're going to pick up a few wins, we've said it all year, they won't beat Salford at Salford. I can't see it.
I'm tempted to say a London win, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
I was really disappointed with them last week against Hull KR. They shifted. They just leaked tries far too easily. And they need to tighten that defence up. I think Salford will trouble them big time. Just
interesting thing. So I saw a post on social media. It said that London shouldn't have been allowed into the Super League if they don't have the ability to stay up, and therefore should we have kept Wakefield Trinity in the league? Now, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, that's not what IMG is all about.
No,
though,
I know
it's
not. But it's
I think it's absolute nonsense, mate. I think the rules have been set for years, and they all knew what was coming in, and you can't change it just because you don't like which team got in. No, I completely disagree. But Wakefield have got, if they get their IMG points, they've got every chance of coming back into the Super League. Just like London have got the same platform to work off. Okay, maybe there is some debate about the catchment area, what IMG points can pick up there. I think that's been hotly debated recently. But same goes for every club. Academy, sponsor boards. It's a fair playing field, I think. Okay, well, just a little interesting point that I thought we'd just discuss in this run up to this game. I think it's going to be a Salford Red Devils win. But I just want London to do well. As an outsiders team and an outsiders podcast, we're backing you, London. But I just think Salford's going to be a little bit too strong. Okay, thanks for joining us on this prediction video. Thanks if you've watched the videos in the past. If you haven't checked out some of our other videos, then please do. We do a set of six interesting news stories from around the world of all forms of rugby league. We usually turn that out on a Tuesday, this production video, and then we have a podcast with interesting guests and deep conversations later in the week. Karl, any final words? Not this week, mate.
You never have anything to say at the end. Okay, so until the next video, take care.